Yo, what's up guys and welcome back to some final boss. Doing it kinda late on JP, honestly. Like I came back in maybe like a week late, but it's fine, right? I get to see like the better teams. And I'm actually seeing I can actually do both of these. But this is on my JP. Y'all know this account is like 7 mil box. Basically know your gear sets. Well, minimal gear sets. I have gear sets for some units. The shop is decent as always. So pretty worth like clearing out. I have like a few teams I can try to farm this with. I think there's one 2-turn team, but I actually can't use it because I still don't have Roxy. So yeah. Gonna be using the Gowther team first. Don't have gear for 2 of these units, and I have semi gear for my Gilda, so that'll have to do. Missions are pretty standard. Remove 3 stances and just survive with like 60% HP, which is reasonably easy to do. Yeah, the gear problem, bro. I got a major gear problem on my JP. I don't like give it too much attention. Gowther does a lot of damage in this fight, by the way, I should say. So be very careful when attacking her, because she can just straight up nuke and end your fights. Sariel is the one that has the stance, so we're basically going to just prep to get that off of him. So we can probably just kill off Tarmiel here. If you want, you can leave Tarmiel around, but I don't see like the real purpose of leaving him there. Honestly, I just kill him, and that's what I normally do. I just kill him. The Gowther team for one is definitely going to be the easier team to do this with, just because it's you can rank up for stance removals, which I think is like very good, because waiting for Freyr's like stance removals will be a problem. I'll use the second team after this just to try and see which team has the better score. But the Gowther team is definitely the easier to use and the less RNG focused, I would think. The second phase does have like a stance Tarmiel, so getting 2 off of the first Sariel is what I think you should do. Once you take off that second stance, you can just kill him and move on to the second phase. Make life really easy. Don't worry about your ult gauge, it's gonna get removed. Then it's honestly about like just doing some damage on the first phase, and honestly just burn your Gala AoEs right here, because if you use it on the second phase, you're more than likely gonna wipe the team, even if it's a level 1. Your damage is kind of insane. Even at my level, like my AoE kills. Like once the first turn with that damage reduction they have goes away, they get absolutely nuked. So yeah, I'm just gonna kill Sariel and basically get that stance off Tarmiel and then kill him. Pretty easy. Pretty standard. Very standard. Nothing too insane. No extra like cleansing off a lot of turns or anything special. I'm just going for following through in these missions and trying my best to clear in like under turns. So yeah, you do want to have like some Gelda cards on hand so you just can actually like kill fast, because you don't want to have like a shortage. That could be annoying. So yeah, hopefully you get a Gelda card. She melts pretty easily. A3 for my very first score. I don't think it's too bad. Honestly, that's pretty decent. I guess it should be top 10 easily. Easily top 10. And it's 4%. Very nice. And this is with a 7 mil box. So if you have more UR gear and stuff, it's definitely going to be easier for you to get like top 5%. And I just did the bare minimum here. Nothing special, nothing extra. Now for Kakutus' turn. Even less gear on this team because I don't have gear for him either. Kakutus makes it easy to get buffs and cleanses and stuff. So I just think the real problem here is probably getting up the stances if you're going to go for the stance mission. But it's only like 150 points, I guess. You don't really need to fully focus it. You can play without going for that. And just focus more for like getting points in other places. But with this team, I can definitely see removing 3 stances can be a problem if you don't get decent RNG. But as long as this team can get you in top 10% with just a mediocre run, I think it's just worth it. Just get into top 10 or 5% and just chill and farm it out. Yeah, and also with the buffs, you take even less damage. Nothing really to worry about there. And I already have the next one prepped. Yeah, so I am getting lucky with the sense removal. So yeah, I am going to go for the mission. So just kill him off. We'll get the next stance on Tarmiel. As I said before, burn the AoEs because after that damage reduction goes away, the AoEs will absolutely nuke them. So just burn her AoEs right now. Like, it's still doing pretty good damage. But I don't think you should use it like after that goes away. because I did try it, and honestly, it did nuke. A level 1 fully killed them. Same thing. I'm gonna get rid of Sariel and wait for Tarmiel's stance. Bro, I'm getting so lucky with the stance removal draw. I think he's above 60%, so I should probably kill here since I don't have any cards for him. So I think this is the best place to go for it. Pretty subpar run, nothing special. And 7-1, I'm not sure if that's top 10%. It's less than the first run. It might be in top 10. Hopefully it is. That was a like really mediocre run. Farming team. This is the team you can use if you don't have the other human team, which I don't. So the Escona Roxy team can 2-turn it. The team I'm showing is a 3-turn, honestly. It kind of sucks that I have to show this one. Honestly, I kind of debated whether I should show this because the unknown team does it in 3 turns even easier, and that's the team I'm actually farming it with. But this is an alternative if you don't have access to the unknown team for whatever reason. So this is another thing, right? It's pretty easy to farm as well. And also, Escona is the only one on the team that actually has gear for this account. The reason it's like 3 turns, like, it is this account, but honestly, the damage reduction is a little bit too much. Because I can't actually get through it in 2 turns. I tried. 3 turn is like the smallest amount of turns I could get it with this account, honestly. I tried multiple ways to get it to like 2 turn, but it just would not happen. So 3 turns is what I used for farming on my JP. But I didn't really farm it out with this team. The team after this is the team I used. I used the unknown team. It's way more consistent, way easier. You just spam AoEs and you just get it done. This is also doable, but it's a little less consistent. Especially like my Rudy doesn't have gear and sometimes he does not crit. So that's another reason why I would say it's less consistent specifically for me. Also, I do not have Mikasa on this account. So yeah. This unknown team is the team I'm using to farm. It's really, really easy. You could replace Nabe with someone else, but I'm using her because I need a use for her, so yeah. I've not really played with her too much on JP, so she's in a farming team. Sap goes to town on turn 1 very, very easily. And it's just about like souping up for Victoria on the 3rd turn yet again. Because her AoE could just like absolutely nuke. So I pretty much wait out the turn 2 damage reduction, and then I use Victoria. I weaken and then use Victoria to nuke. And with this team, it's not really about like having to worry about not pulling any extra cards or anything. Most cards you're gonna pull is AoE cards, and that's what you're gonna need to like finish off the 2nd phase reasonably easy. And you're not using Victoria cards until this phase, so any extra Victoria cards you get just makes it even easier to clear. Also, none of these units have UR gear yet again. I think I just put all attack gear. All like SSR attack gear on them. And it's working this well. I'm not sure like if I had attack, like if I had UR gear on them, if maybe I'd be able to clear it on like turn 2. Because they do decent damage, right? But it's not enough. I don't think it's close enough to where I can actually get the kill. And also the shop does not take a lot of farming to do. So even though it's 3 turns manual farming for me, honestly. Normally I don't really like manual farming, but this was not like too much farming to be done. After you buy the 2 cards, it's really easy because most of the points you're going to be farming is just going to be converted to the lower currency, and you pretty much buy the shop in like 3 days, I think. So yeah, very easy stuff, man. Hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.